So these prayers were offered by Jayadeva Goswami, one Vaishnava poet, advented about 700 years before Lord Chaitanya's appearance. He was a great devotee, and his specific poetry, Gita Govinda, is very famous all over the world. Gita Govinda. Gita Govinda is the subject matter of Krishna playing on flute about Radharan. That is the subject matter of Gita Govinda. The same poet, Jayadeva Goswami, has offered this prayer, Pralaya Padi Jale Dhita Manasi Vedam. He says, my dear Lord, when there was devastation within this universe, everything was filled with water. At that time, you saved the Vedas stacked in a boat, and you held the boat from being drowned in the water in the shape of a big fish. This fish, first of all, was caught in the water pot just like a small fish. Then it enlarged, and the fish was kept in a bigger water reservoir. In this way, the fish was increasing. Then the fish informed that devastation is coming. You just save all the Vedas on a boat, and I shall protect it. Jayadeva Goswami is offering prayer, my Lord, you saved the Vedas, and there was devastation in the shape of fish. The next is Kurma avatar. There was churning of the ocean, and one side all the demigods, and one side all the demons. And the churning rod was a great hill called Mandara Hill, and the resting place was on the back of the Lord, and appeared as a tortoise. So, he is offering his prayer that you appeared as a tortoise just to become the resting place, and this happened because you were feeling some itching sensation on your back, so you accepted this big rod, Mandara Hill, to each as eating instrument. Then the next incarnation is this Varaha, boar or hog. He delivered this earthly planet by the tusk, and he kept the whole world on his tusk. We can just imagine how big he appeared. And the world at that time appeared just like the moon disk with some marks on it. So, Kesavatita Varaha Sarira. He says, my dear Lord, you have appeared as the great boar, so let me offer my lesser full obeisances unto you. The fourth incarnation is Nrisinghadeva. Nrisinghadeva appeared to save Prahlada Maharaj, who was 5 years old boy, and he was being tortured by his atheistic father. And so he appeared from the pillar of the palace as a half man, half lion, because this Hiranyakashipu took benediction from Brahma that he will not be killed by any man or any animal. So the Lord appeared neither man nor animal. This is the difference between the Lord's intelligence and our intelligence. We are thinking that we can cheat the Lord by our intelligence, but the Lord is more intelligent than us. This Hiranyakashipu wanted to cheat Brahma by indirect definition. First of all, he wanted to become immortal. Brahma said that is not possible, because even I am not immortal, nobody in this material world is immortal. That is not possible. So Hiranyakashipu, the demons are very intelligent. He thought that roundabout way I shall become immortal. He prayed to Brahma that please give me the benediction that I shall not be killed by any man or any animal. Brahma said, yes, that is all. I shall not be killed in the sky, on the water or on land. Brahma said, all. I shall not be killed by any man-made weapons. That's all. In this way, he utilized his intelligence in so many ways just to come to the conclusion of being immortal. But the Lord is so kind that he kept intact all the benediction given by Brahma, still he was killed. He said that I will not be killed either during daytime or night. Brahma said yes. So he was killed just in the evening, just in the junction of day and night. You cannot say it is day or night. He took the benediction that I shall not be killed in the sky, on the water, on the land. So he was killed on his lap. He took the benediction that I shall not be killed by any man-made or any God-made weapons. That was given, all right. So he was killed by the nails. In this way, all the benediction were kept intact, still he was killed. Similarly, we may make plan, we may make a very advancement in scientific knowledge, but the killing process of nature will be there. Nobody can escape. By our intelligence, we cannot escape the four principles of material existence, means birth, death, old age and disease. We can manufacture many medicines, many weapons, many means, many methods, but you cannot escape these four principles of material existence, however great you may be. And that was proved by Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu was one of the stalwart materialistic, and he wanted to live forever, enjoy, but he also could not live. Everything was finished. Then next incarnation is Vaman, the dwarf. Lord Vaman appeared before Bali Maharaj. That was also another cheating. Bali Maharaj conquered all the universal planets, and the demigods were too much disturbed. So Vaman Dev went to Bali Maharaj that you give me some alms. I am Brahmin, I have come to beg from you. So Bali Maharaj said, yes, I will give you. So he wanted 3 feet land only. So by 1 feet, the whole universe was covered, upside. And the another feet, the other half was covered. Then the 3rd feet, Bali Maharaj said, yes, now there is no place. Please keep your feet on my head. Still, my head is there. So, Vaman was very much pleased by the sacrifice of Bali Maharaj. He gave up everything for the Lord. So, he is one of the great authorities. Out of the 12 authorities, Bali Maharaj is one of the authorities because he sacrificed everything to satisfy the Lord. Next is Parasuram. Parasuram, 21 times he made a massacre, propaganda for killing all the Kshatriya kings. The Kshatriya kings were very much dishonest at that time, so he killed them for 21 times. They fled from here and there, and from the history of Mahabharata it is understood at that time some of the Kshatriyas fled and took shelter in the European side, and the Indo-European stock is from those Kshatriyas. That is history, historical information from Mahabharata. And then next incarnation is Lord Rama. So he fought with Ravan, who had 10 heads. And the next incarnation is Balaram. Balaram is the elder brother of Krishna. He is incarnation of Sankarshan, next expansion of Krishna. So, he was very white in complexion, and he was wearing blue garments, and with his plough sometimes he was angry with Jamuna river, and he tried to dry up the Jamuna river. That description is given here, and Jamuna, out of his fear, he agreed to the proposal of Balaram. And the next incarnation is Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha, he decried the Vedic principles. Therefore, he is calculated as atheist. Anyone who does not agree with the Vedic principles is considered as atheist. Just like one who does not believe in the Bible, they are called heathens. Similarly, those who do not accept the Vedic principles, they are called atheist. So, Lord Buddha, although incarnation of Krishna, he said that I do not believe in Vedas. What was the reason? The reason was to save the poor animals. At that time, people were sacrificing the poor animals under the plea of Vedic sacrifice. So, demonic persons, they want to do something under the protection of authority. Just like a big lawyer takes the protection of the law book and he makes the law unlawful. Similarly, the demons are so intelligent that they take advantage of scriptural injunction and do all nonsense. So these things were going on. In the name of Vedic sacrifice, they were killing animals like anything. So, Lord became very much compassionate with these poor animals, and he appeared as Lord Buddha, and his philosophy was non-violence. His philosophy was atheist because he said that there is no God. This combination of matter is a manifestation, and you dismantle the material elements, there will be void, and there will be no sense of pleasure and pain. That is the Nibbana, ultimate goal of life. That was his philosophy. But actually, his mission was to stop animal killing, to stop the man from so much sinful activities. So Lord Buddha is also prayed here with. So people will be surprised that Lord Buddha is designated as atheist, and still the Vaishnava, they are offering their respectful prayers to Lord Vishnu. Why? Because the Vaishnava knows how the God is acting for his different purposes. Others, they do not know. The next avatar, incarnation, is Kalki, and that is yet to take place. Kalki avatar will appear at the end of this age, Kali Yuga. The age of Kali Yuga, duration of this age is still to be, fulfilled 400,000 of years. So, at the end of Kali, that means at the last stage, after about 400,000 of years, the incarnation of Kali will appear. That is predicted in the Vedic literatures, as Lord Buddha's appearance was also predicted in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam was compiled 5,000 years ago, and Lord Buddha appeared about 2,500 years ago. Therefore, about Lord Buddha's appearance, it is predicted that at the beginning of Kali Yuga, Lord Buddha will appear. There was prediction, and that has actually come to be true. Similarly, there is prediction about Kalki avatar, and that will also come to be true. So at that time, Lord Kalki's business will be to simply to kill, no instruction. Just like Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna gave instruction in the shape of Bhagavad Gita. But at the end of Kali Yuga, people will be so much degraded that there is no more possibility to give any instruction. They will not be able to understand it. At that time, the only weapon will be to kill them. And one who is killed by the Lord, he also gets salvation. That is God's all-merciful quality. Either he protects or he kills, the result is the same. So, that will be the last stage of this Kali Yuga, and after that, again, Satyuga, the age of religiosity will begin. These are the statements of Vedic literature.
Jayadeva. Huh? Let me see. Let me go on. Yeah. Sri Jayadeva Kavedidam Uditam Udaram Sinu Sukhadam Subhadam Bhavasaram Kesavadrita Dasavidha Rupa Jaya Jagadisa Hari. The meaning is Sri Jayadeva Kave Idam Uditam Udaram. He very magnanimously has written this poetry, Jayadev Kavi. Sinu, just here, Sukhadam, very pleasing, Subhadam, all auspicious, Bhavasaram, and the essence of life in this material world. Kesavadhita Dasavidha Rupa. Kesava appeared in 10 kinds of incarnation. Jaya Jagadisa. All glories to Jagadisa, the Lord of the universe.
We cannot approach Krishna dying. We must go through the parampara system. Bande Rupa Sanatana Ragajugo Sri Jayadeva Gopal. So Narottam Das Thakur also says that Rupo Raghunatho Pade Hoibe Akuti Kabe Hama Bujava Se Jugala Pirit. In order to understand the transcendental loving affairs of Radha and Krishna, one has to go through the teachings of the Goswamis. Rupa Raghunatho Pade Hoibe. This is the way. So, Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami and all the 6 Goswamis, they developed this Krishna consciousness movement by sitting together in Vrindavan, and not only in Vrindavan, in that very particular place, Radha Damodar temple, where we have got a little space, that you have seen Rupa Goswami's tomb, that space, all the 6 Goswamis used to sit down and discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. Gopal Bhatta Goswami was reading, and all the other Goswamis, Rup Sanatan, they were hearing, and Jiva Goswami was writing comment. That is the comment of Krama Sandarbha. So that place in Vrindavan, Radha Damodar temple, is a very sacred place. So they were practicing this Krishna consciousness. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Prabhu Devamritam Nidhi Dhira Dhira Janapriyo Priyakaro Nirmatsaro Pujito Sri Chaitanya Kripa Bharo Bhuvi Bhuva Bharava Antarato Vande Rupa Sanatana Ragajuro Sri Jayadeva Gopal. They are practicing to teach us. Apani Achari Prabhu Jivere Shikhar. Simply teaching will not do unless we practice. That is very important thing. Practice. Practical life. Simply quoting verses like parrot will not be very much beneficial. One must apply. Jnana vijnana saita. Jnana means to know the thing, and vijnana means to apply the things in practical life. Jnana vijnana saita. So we must know the vijnana, how practically. That is taught by the Goswamis. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana. Always chanting the glories of Krishna. Kirtana, Gana, Nartana. Nartana means dancing. Dancing is very good. The more you dance, the more become light. Means the burden of material contamination becomes reduced. Dancing is so nice. Even if you don't feel ecstasy, if we dance by force, that will also help us. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paru Premamritam. By dancing, we shall develop our dormant Krishna consciousness, love for Krishna. This is a nice process. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paru Premamritam Nidhi. Then he'll merge into the ocean of love for Krishna. So, this is the first stage of ecstasy for Krishna consciousness. Always chanting Krishna's name, dancing in ecstasy, and to be merged into the ocean of love for Krishna. These are the perfection. Dhira dhira jana priyo. In this way, we shall become friendly to every people. Dhira dhira. There are two classes of men. Dhira, sober, and other class, rogue. So both of them will be pleased by Krishna Kirtana. And your practical experience. When there is Krishna Kirtan, people, all classes of people become very much pleased and they join. As soon as your Kirtan will be pure Sankirtan, not artificial, not professional. There are many professional dancers, that will not attract. But even if you do not know the art of dancing, if you simply dance in ecstasy for Krishna's love, that will be appreciated by everyone. That will be appreciated by everyone. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Karo. These are the art. One does not require to become a Vedantist. Simply one chants Krishna's name, holy name, and in ecstasy dances, is more than a Vedantist. Actually, Vedanti means one who knows the ultimate knowledge. Veda means knowledge. And Artha means ultimate. Vedanta. Now what is that ultimate knowledge? Krishna. Vedayishta sarvayameva vedam. That is ultimate knowledge. So one who has understood Krishna and Krishna's love is dancing, then what more Vedanta can do? That is the first class realization of Vedanta. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Paru. So we should always offer our respect to the Goswamis. Ei chhay Gosai jar tarmui das. Nartam Das Thakur says. Dashavatara padorenu more panchagras. We should be so humble, respectful to the Goswamis. And not only these Goswamis, anyone who is serving the Goswamis has also the mission. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutali Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantik. That is our prayer. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam. Lord Chaitanya's desire. What are his desire? His desire was Prithivite Ache Jato Nagaradigra Sarvatra Prachar Haive Mor. That is his desire. Not to sit down in a secluded place and to get cheap popularity. He is a very meditator. Even if he is meditator, but that is for himself. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that go everywhere, in every village, in every town, and preach this gospel. Prithivite Ache Jato Nagaradigra Sarvatra Prachar Haive. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Manobhishtam. That is his desire. So, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutali. The Rupa Goswami, they established Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam. Rupa Goswami was instructed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally 10 days in Allahabad. Similarly, he was instructed regularly for 2 months to Sanatana Goswami in Benares, because he wanted Sanatana Goswami and Rupa Goswami to preach his mission, Manobhishtam. Therefore our prayer is, we offer this prayer. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutali Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam. If you want to preach the gospel of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then the personalities who established by writing these books, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Bhakti Vilas, Vidagdha Madhav, so many books they have written. So we must go through them. We must try to understand. Then we can understand what is the Chaitanya Charitamritam, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Mangal, there are so many. Chaitanya Chandrodaya by Prabhupada Saraswati. So many devotees, they have given us so many high literatures. We should consult. Therefore, the prayer is Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutali. Persons who have established the desire of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Padantikam, when they will give a shelter on their lotus feet. That means Goswami. Tadero charana sevi bhakta sane bas. Janame janame ei mor obilas. Narottam Das Thakur said, Tadero charana sevi. Let us serve the lotus feet of the Goswamis and live within the association of devotees. Otherwise we may fall down. Prabhupada Saraswati, he was a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya. He wrote one book, Chaitanya Chandrodaya, the moonlight of Lord Chaitanya. In Sanskrit, he belonged to southern India, and his nephew became one of the Goswamis. When Lord Chaitanya was staying at his home, he was at that time householder. Later on, he took sannyas and became Prabhupada Saraswati. At that time, Gopal Bhatta, actually their family title was Bhatta, Bhattacharya. Bhattacharya is given title to the very learned Brahmin. Chakravarti, Bhattacharya. These are Brahmins' title, who are very learned, very influential. So Bhattacharya. So at that time, Gopal Bhatta Goswami was little boy. So Lord Chaitanya stayed with this Venkatanath. His name was Venkat, later on he became Prabhupada Saraswati. So that boy became influenced and he wanted to go with Lord Chaitanya. He was sannyasi, he was travelling. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advised him that your father and mother is still living, so you can come to me later on. He was a boy, only 16 years old. So this boy, Gopal Bhatta, he, after the death of his father and mother, he went to Lord Chaitanya and he accepted him. And he handed over in charge of Rupa Goswami that you treat this boy as your younger brother. And he also became one of the 6 Goswamis. The 6 Goswamis, Rupa Goswami is the head actually, but Sanatana Goswami, being his elder brother, he was treating him as his spiritual master. So Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, and Gopal Bhatta Goswami, and Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami, and Jiva Goswami. These 6 Goswami, they have given immense literature. And all of them established one temple in Vrindavan. You have seen Kirtanananda, the Radharaman temple, that is Gopal Bhatta Goswami.